So I'm coming on here. I'm talking a little funny because I just had some cavities sealed, but disregard that. I'm coming on here because it's time for me to make my 8-month-old some food. So I just wanted to show you guys how I go about it. My first child, who's now 4, I went about it the exact same way, so I know this works. Like, I've never bought jar food or anything like that. It's always just been homemade. It's so much cheaper and easier, and also I think it's healthier because you know what's in it. So if you guys want to know how I do my baby's food, stay tuned, and don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and give me a little comment at the bottom and let me know what are some of you guys' favorite baby food combinations. So I have 2 apples. I'm using Fuji apples, and I could also do 3, but I'm just gonna do 2. A medium-sized sweet potato, a banana, some butternut squash, and some green peas. These are open. I've already fed these to him. He loved them both, so I'm just gonna stick to what I know. Also, you can incorporate protein. I'm just doing fruits and vegetables, and I do the protein like on the side. Like, I'll give him like a little piece of chicken or like a little bite of our salmon, stuff like that. But as far as like the foods that I'm cooking this time around, I'm just doing fruits and vegetables. As far as peels go, his pediatrician said that they can eat the peels. It is also a good source of fiber. So I'm going to just, instead of peeling all the skins off, I'm going to leave a little bit of skin, just a little bit, on both the apples and the sweet potato.
Imagine smoking weed in the street without cops harassing. Imagine going to court with no trial. Lifestyle cruising blue Bahama waters. No welfare supporters. More conscious of the way we raise our daughters. Days are shorter, nights are colder. Feeling like life is over. These snakes strike like the cobra. The world's hot, my son got knocked. Evidently, it's elementary. They want us all gone eventually.
So this is how I'm gonna peel it. I'm just gonna peel it the normal way. I'm just going to skip some spots. Obviously peel off anything that, doesn't look right.
If I rule the world, imagine that. I free all my sons. Black diamonds and pearls. Could it be if you could be mine, we both shine? If I rule the world, still living for today in these last days until where to be. Paradise life relaxing, black Latino and Anglo-Saxon. I'm on the exchange, the range, cash, little tribe of Shabazz, free at last, brand new whips to crash. Then we laugh in the illa path, the villa houses for the crew, how we do.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna fill up this shallow pan with some water. I'm gonna use like some small pots to steam our butternut squash and our peas. For this, I'm gonna chop up, y'all excuse the dishes, I'm gonna chop these up into like medium to big pieces, and then I'm just gonna steam it. I don't want to fully submerge it in water. Also, I forgot, I'm gonna add cinnamon at the end, so I'll show you how I use cinnamon, because you don't use any type of like sweetener or any type of salt or anything like that at this stage. You just want to use like you can use a little cinnamon or a little herb or something like that.
Black diamonds and pearls. Could it be if you could be mine, we both shine? If I rule the world, still living for today in these last days and times. Love to hear the story how the thugs live and worry. Duck down in car seats, heat's mandatory. Running from Jake, getting chased, hunger for papes. These are the breaks, many mistakes go down out of state. Wait, I had to let it marinate. We carry weight, trying to get laced. Flip the 8 stack to save. Millionaire plan to keep the gap with the cocktail. Making moves in Atlanta, back and forth scrambler. Cause you can follow the world and everything in it. Sky's the limit. I push the Q45 infinite. It wouldn't be no such thing as jealousies or beef felony. Strictly living longevity to the destiny I thought I'd never see, but reality struck. Better find out before your time's out. If I rule the world, imagine that. I free all my sons. last days of time.
I'm using these wheat sprout containers. I picked these up off of Amazon. I've used them before, the last time that I made food, and I love them. I love that the top, as you can see, they've been written on because they come with this little dry erase marker. You can write on top what it is, and I really like them because they're glass instead of plastic, so when you warm them up in the microwave, you don't have to worry about like plastic, you know, seeping into the baby's food. Also, another option, if you don't want to use the microwave, I would just, and this is what I used to do for my first son. Now I've gotten kind of lazy, but I would boil the water, pour water in a bowl, and just like sit it in there and just let it warm up like that if you don't want to use the microwave. So that's another option. Just a little FYI. But yeah, these are really good containers. I do recommend them. They have a lot of baby products, and it's all like this really cute like pastel neutral color. So yeah, check them out. I'm not sponsored in any way. I just found something I really like, and I just want to pass it along. All right, so our apples and sweet potatoes are steaming well. Wash is done. The thing is, like, these are already cooked, so you really just have to warm them up. So I'm just gonna dump this in a bowl like so, and then I'm gonna go get our peas. I'm probably gonna do about half a cup of peas. So about this much. Okay, Adonis is having a moment. So let me add just a little bit of water, because again, these are cooked. I just have to, you know, knock some of that cold off of them. So I'm gonna let those steam down for a few minutes, and then once that's done, we're gonna mash it and plate it. Well, contain it. Excuse my toddler in the background, but my apples and sweet potatoes are steaming. I don't want to cook them too soft because he is at the age now where he can chew, and he has a little, you know, front teeth. I want him to be able to work on his chewing muscles, and well, I don't know if that's a thing, but I want him to practice like actually chewing food, so that, you know, when it's time to wean him, he'll already be, you know, accustomed to it. So I'm not gonna cook the life out of him. I'm just gonna cook them to where it's soft enough for me to mash, and that's that. I don't want to have it too lumpy. I made that mistake last time, and he didn't like it. So he still likes his foods soft and mashed. So I'm just gonna make it a consistency that I like, and you guys can make it the consistency that your baby likes. So if the baby is only about 5 or 6 months, you want to make it softer. If they're 10 or 11 months, maybe you won't even smash it. You'll just leave them whole like that. So I'm just gonna let these steam down. Once these are done, I'm gonna take these out and put the peas in. I don't want to do unnecessary dishes, so I'm just gonna reuse this same pot, yeah, and just do it like that. All right, so I think our apples are done. Our sweet potatoes need a little bit more time, but I'm just gonna take the apples out because I don't want them to get too mushy. Now, scratch what I said earlier about not cooking the life out of them. I actually do really want these to be nice and tender and soft because they're potatoes. The apples is what I didn't want to cook the life out of. I mean, but these are pretty much done. They're fork tender. They're pretty soft, so I'm gonna take these off. I do like to keep them separate, and I'll show you why. Let's just take these off. Okay, now we're just waiting on our peas. And these are really done. Once you see the steam, they're done. So let me take those off. I'm gonna drain that water off. I don't need that water. Ooh, okay. All right, so these are our fruits and vegetables, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do next. All right, so for our apples and sweet potatoes, all I'm gonna do, get my handy dandy fork, some cinnamon, and just sprinkle it all over it. Not too heavy, but you know, enough to taste it. And babies' taste buds are not like ours, so they don't need that much. So I'm gonna do about that much. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my fork and mash it.
I begin to.
Really soft. And you know what? This skin did not mash at all. So I'm actually going to take this out. The last thing I want is a choking hazard. So if you're using the type of apples that I have, probably not going to be able to do the skins. If you see like that the skins are not like breaking down, and you have big pieces, like that's a small piece. To be honest, I wouldn't want to do anything that big. So either you can rip it up into small pieces or just get rid of it. Like that's a really big one. So I'll just break it down into little pieces. It should be fine, but like with, I think I use Fuji apples, so not the best skin for babies because it's not gonna break down. Anyway. And this is the texture that I want to do, just because I know that he can chew food, like he can chew meats, you know, soft meats and things like that. So it doesn't have to be like pureed. If you're doing a puree, you might want to bust out that blender about now, and then I will blend them separately unless you plan on just doing the same foods over and over. But I'm going to actually do different combinations, so I don't want them together yet. All right, so this is about the texture that I want. So I'm going to push that to the side. And next I'm going to do our peas.
Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens is motivation.
so here are all of our foods, all mashed up and ready to be packaged. I think the first combination I'm gonna do is apple and sweet potato. So the set came with 12, which is great, because you know, and they're 2-ounce containers, which is perfect for like a 9-month-old, 8-month-old, something like that. One of these containers. And normally I would like mix it all up like on a plate, but since I want to do so many different combos, I'm just gonna take a little bit of both. Take a little apple, take a little sweet potato, and I'm just gonna use the end of my fork to just, you know, chop it down some more, because you want to get all those big chunks out the way, and just mix it. And the other combinations I'm gonna do are apples and bananas, sweet potatoes and banana, or I probably need like one more banana. So sweet potatoes and apples, sweet potatoes and banana, apples and banana. These I'm gonna do separately on their own, and these I'm gonna do separately. So I like to combine fruits, not so much vegetables. Now if I'm gonna combine vegetables, it's gonna be a vegetable with a fruit, you know, just to make it easier to eat. But in this case, I'm gonna do separate because I do want him to get used to eating vegetables on their own. I want him to get used to the flavor, the sometimes bitterness. I want him to like vegetables. So I like to do those separately. All right, so I'm just gonna package these up. And then at the very end, I'm gonna label them. And I'm gonna try to group the ones that are the same all together so I don't forget what's in them. But the good thing about this method is that you can really see what's in it. So you don't really have to worry too much about that. So you do have to ration it out a little bit.
Let me tell you about this girl, maybe I shouldn't. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar. See, we been making love constantly, that's why my eyes are a shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss isn't like any other way that I be kissing when I'm kissing what I'm missing, won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe, I guess high off your love, I don't know how to behave. Brown sugar.
Packaging these up, I'm gonna mash one more banana, put it right there, and then I'm gonna finish this, and then I'll let you guys watch what I'm doing.
I guess high off of love, don't know how to behave.
So I have this little bit left, which is some banana, some apple, and a little sweet potato, and all these are full. So as you can see, like a little bit goes a long way with baby food. And I still have these two to package up, and I ran out of containers. So I think what I'm gonna do is just fill these up a little more so I can at least get in a few containers of the vegetables, and then the rest of it I'll just wing it and use like Tupperware or something like that. I'm not sure yet, but all right, you guys, by hook or crook, we got it. So I'm done putting everything together. I had to use these to like use the overflow. What I might do so that I don't have to freeze it is just feed this to him today. So that way that's out the way. But yeah, look at our containers. We got 12 baby food containers, and they're all pretty much full, as you can see. And I didn't have to use very much food at all. That's why I say that this is so much cheaper than like buying baby food. But this is just the way I do it. So I'm gonna go through, label all of these tops, try to remember what's in each one because I had to like improvise at the end. But label all of these and then pop them in the freezer. You guys, we're finally all done. This baby food should definitely last him about 2 weeks. Honestly, he's not eating a whole lot of baby food. He's really a breast baby, but he eats definitely at least one of these a day, and then like he also will, you know, munch off of my food or whatever. But these are, you know, definitely good to keep on the go. Like you'll always have something to feed the baby. So I recommend definitely cooking it in batches like this. And even if like if you are doing more meals a day, buy 2 packs of these. It's worth the money. Like they're not even a bad price. They're like $20-something for these nice glass containers. And also, I know you guys told me like put the wrong name, which is the best part about having dry erase, because in the past I would use paper labels, and so if I messed up I would have to just use a whole new label. This is so much more economical. So yeah, I definitely recommend these. Again, not sponsored, just, you know, putting you guys on. So I'm about to load these into the freezer, and then you guys see exactly how I stack them up. It's like perfect. So yeah, I just stacked them all in this little compartment. Like I love this refrigerator because there's so much storage. Like I didn't even know this was here until like we had it for like 6 months. But yeah, so this is like perfect. So if you ever need food, you just pop it out. It doesn't fall out or anything. Like it's perfect. So yeah, we just grab a food, warm it up, and go. So that's how I make my baby food. In total, it probably takes me about an hour. It took me longer because I'm filming, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. It saves time in the long run to just make it in batches and go. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and you're interested in more content like this, mommy content, food content, home updates are coming soon. I have a lot to show you, but yeah, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and there will definitely be more content coming to this channel. I just have to make more, you know, set aside time blocks to do it. As you know, people who are moms, like there's barely any time for yourself, let alone things, you know, like making YouTube videos. But I really do want to build our platform so that, you know, we can have a family, a whole community over here. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know. Again, I want to know some recipes down below. I need to know so I can implement those. I have 2 hungry babies, so please drop down below. I'll talk to you guys soon. You have a great and blessed day. God bless you.
Going all to different places, different planets. Watch your